girls are fighting! No!
Hey, it's Cho, and I'm back with another video. Now, I know it's only been a couple days since my last video. However, this drama is piping hot, okay? Piping hot. The girls are definitely fighting, okay? I'm back with part 2, and I told you it would be a dramatic one, but I have to say, if you have not watched that last video, you need to go watch that video. It's so important to the context of this video that this one doesn't even matter if you have not watched the previous one. So go watch that video. I'll leave a link down below as well. So in the last video, I explained a little bit about me leaving some crucial information off of Kim's blog post. And again, guys, I'd like to acknowledge any potential bias at the beginning of my videos. Essentially, I have to admit that I am friends with Natural Chaos. Okay, so, you know, I'm going to try to not be biased in her favor. I'm going to try to be objective, and I'm going to try to be fair. But I think it's important to be transparent when you do certain commentary videos about any relationships that you may have. So there's your transparency. Anyway, I left a really important detail out from the last video. And the reason I did that is because I think there's two separate issues at hand, okay? And I didn't want what I'm going to talk about today to detract from last video's message, because I definitely think that what has occurred to her YouTube channel is terrible. I think it's unfair, and that is just my opinion. And I think the evidence and the things brought up, not only on her blog, but just the way YouTube works, I think it lends itself to proving that it has been unjustified.
That's my opinion!
I think that this video, I may take a more nuanced approach to how I feel about Kim's reaction to everything. Now I have some receipts over here, so we're going to get to the receipts. You got to always bring the receipts. A lot of the receipts that I'm going to be showing, again, they come from Kim's blog post. So I'm going to leave a link down below to her blog post. Go read that blog post. I think it's really great. It's very long-winded, but I think it gives a really important amount of context for who she is as a person, as a mother, as an entrepreneur, and why this is such a big deal. So we talked about, you know, the reasons why her channel was terminated. Now, what I didn't put in there is that Kim went on kind of a tirade about other creators and how they were breaking rules similar to the reasons why she was allegedly targeted by YouTube and that her channel was eventually terminated. So she brought the receipts, honey. Okay. Talk about the queen of receipts. Kim brought receipts. Now, in this screenshot that we're going to talk about, I'm going to put it up here. In this screenshot from her blog, we see Kim directly exposing someone named Annie for doing explicit Botox videos and filler videos, and I guess whatever else the DIY girls do on YouTube. Okay. She also brings up a channel that literally sells the non-FDA approved products that she used to link that has gotten her into so much trouble. Okay. So she talks about, I guess Annie's name on YouTube is Bikini Iron Beauty. And then she talks about Vienna Care, which is a YouTube channel that's circumventing the rules, regulations, and policies by not actually hyperlinking, but still linking in their description box. Yeah, this is Vienna Care right here. And she talks about how this DIY beauty channel specifically knows the policies, yet they are circumventing it, which is ironically enough what YouTube accused Kim of doing on her second channel, which wasn't true either. I don't know. It's so weird to me. It's so weird. So Kim basically goes from this like little tirade and about these other creators, and at the end of this tirade, she says, "I would never paint these aspects out about other creators because she doesn't care what they do."
Ha ha, laugh, funny.
That's funny?
To me, it's funny. Yeah, do you have a sense of humor?
I love Kim. Okay. But that's like saying, let's say you get into an argument with like a really fat person, like a really overweight person. And at the end of the argument, you're like, but I would never say that you're 300 pounds. But that's what you just did. Like, you literally just did that. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, though. This is a pretty big gray area for me because I don't know how I would react to this situation. You've got to understand that her life's work for the last several years has just been stripped from her. You want to call her bitter? Yes, she is bitter. You want to call her angry? Yes, she is angry. And, she seems like the type that goes directly to law mode. How can I prove my case? How can I bring up evidence to defend myself? And I think, and this is just speculation, theory, conspiracy theory here on my part here, okay? But I just speculate that she did this as a way to defend herself. However, it's an optics thing, and I don't think that this looks good because as unfair and as unjust as this situation is for Kim Pratt, it's terrible. And I don't wish this upon any creator or any enemy of mine that I have online. This is terrible and it's not right. And that's unfortunate. But what she either intentionally or inadvertently did is put these other creators at risk of the same thing happening to them. And I don't think that's the nicest thing ever. But again, I feel like I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt and say that she did this not out of malicious intent, but maybe she did it out of anger, frustration, and bitterness. And not really fully, grasping her impact on these other channels. Now, I think I'm not the only one that feels this way. I got a receipt from, I'm not going to name this person's name, but I did receive a receipt from this person. And it was, I think, a Facebook comment to Kim after reading her blog post. Here's what it said. Making an example of BIB, VC, and Lori Romano just isn't cool. It's very clearly unfair and sad that YouTube has singled you out and made an example of you, but don't take your fellow creators down with you. We can all see what has happened to you is unjust. We see other creators doing the very same thing that you've been punished for, so there's no need to name and shame them. And then she goes on and on about how she's disappointed in Kim and how she wants her to dig deep and stay strong. Now that all sounds great. It all sounds great, right? But it's easier said than done when something like this has happened to you and your work. That's why I'm struggling a bit to, vilify Kim with this. Now, that was from her, from a Facebook group that someone found. But then Kim goes on to say this. And this was another receipt given to me. I'm not going to say the person, but another anonymous tip was given to me. By the way, guys, if you ever have any anonymous tips and you want to send me receipts and you think it's something worth covering, my DMs are always open on twitter.com, instagram.com. Send me a DM and let's chit chat. But anyway, here's another receipt. Here's a video of Kim, and I think she's gonna make a pretty bold accusation.
Wait, Miranda thinks, no, I think someone is reporting you. Yes, but Miranda, they've been reporting me for years. I mean, I'm just going to say it. Bikini Iron, like, we have screenshots from her mods being told to report Natural Chaos, going to targeting us. So that is her MO. That's what she's been doing ever since I removed her from my Facebook group. And I know she's going to watch this, but it's true. And we have screenshots, so we can share them. I don't care. Like, I've tried to be very classy in this situation. I've tried to not go out and bash other creators because that's not what I believe in. And I fully believe that we all rise together. But it's outrageous because
So that was her video. And you know, I don't know, before I did the research, I didn't know the history between these two people, but it's a pretty torrid past, very tumultuous relationship. So she's talking about Annie from Bikini Iron Beauty. Another beautiful woman, very beautiful. Not familiar with her content or who she is quite yet, but I did have a chance to watch some of her videos. And she does do very similar DIY content, you know, Botox injections, fillers, and doing this and doing that. Apparently she's a fitness instructor too. She's a rockin' body, by the way. Rockin' body. If you want a body like hers, go get her advice. Now, I don't know if she does any procedures to get that body. Not that that would be wrong, but whatever she's doing, you may want that. Whatever she's doing, you may want that. So go hit her up for some fitness tips because her body's rocking. But anyway, Annie comes out, like immediately claps back with this hour-long video. And she went in hard on Kim. Like, she went in hard.
Get up, Karen.
Basically, the entire premise of the video is her essentially defending herself against the claim that she's behind flagging Kim's channel. Now, I gotta be honest. The first part of the video, I was not impressed because she spent some time, you know, trying to say that her and Kim were never friends. But then she goes into like 5 minutes talking about all these instances that would lead me to believe that they were friends. So, like, were you really friends with her? Or were you a Hollywood friend? Or were you a fair weather friend? Obviously, the foundation of their friendship was not solid to begin with, because this is not how you treat friends. Regardless, she describes how their relationship really fell apart or started to crumble when Kim became further agitated that she was the only DIY channel getting knocked around by YouTube policies. So let's watch part of the video. I'm not gonna go over the whole video, it's too much, but let's go over a few minutes.
So that's, I mean, if that was my mom or my sister getting ready to use that filler, I don't care if the filler came from my own personal stash. I would tell them, don't use it. Like, that's unsafe to tell people use the filler when it has no markings on it. So I guess that pissed Kim off. She called me livid and went off on me, basically telling me that, how dare you discredit one of my vendors? I can't believe you told that girl that. Like, this is one of my vendors and I only use vetted vendors. Now, mind you, vetted means that they pay you. That's all it means. Like, how do you vet a vendor? How do you know every product that they are selling? The woman is simply upset and pissed off because of what happened to her channel, and rightfully so, but she's trying to find somebody to blame, and she's trying to find somebody to pin it on. I mean, she goes on and says, like, everybody's copying me. Everybody wants to be me. Everyone's copying me. I've been on social media and I've had contracts posting beauty content since 2010-ish. I had a contract with Bleach Bright. I was so excited about that contract because some of the housewives had the same contract on this. That she just thinks that like she's up here and she's done all this stuff and everybody else is down here and everybody's copying her. No, if I wanted to copy you, I'd be jumping on the Amazon Live bandwagon or posting videos in hideous sundresses.
Yikes. I mean, okay, she's not copying Kim. The part about the hideous sundresses, I think that is a hilarious read. I think she wears pretty nice sundresses in my opinion, but that was a kind of a funny read. Oh my god. Outside of this, Annie does lobby some pretty major accusations against Kim. One of those including accusing her of trying to get her fired from a job. I am going to link her video down below as well. Just to be fair, yeah, I'm going to link Annie's video down below. Go take a look at it if you got time. If you got time for the mess, go watch her video because it was very messy, very long-winded. I don't think the receipts that she included at the very end were of any consequence, really. I don't think it moved the needle either here nor there. So I don't know. She does refute the claim that she's the one flagging by blaming it on her moderator, Sarah, this girl named Sarah. But I don't know. It's hard to gauge what is true because I know how trolls operate and I've seen stuff like this go down plenty of times. Creators will leverage their audience to flag channels, and while it's hard to discern the accuracy of, what their impact is with flagging channels, there is impact, there is negative impact. Who's to say that, Iron Beauty Bikini is the reason why her channel was terminated? I don't think she's the reason. But if the allegations are true that she was having her audience mass flag Chaos Kim, it definitely heightened Natural Chaos's visibility with YouTube. Do you know what I mean? So it's hard to say, in conclusion, I would like to think that I would not have aired out all the other creators the way that Kim did. I'd like to think that about myself. However, I still don't know how I would actually react in that situation, being so frustrated. I don't know. At the same time, is it possible that Annie flagged her channel? It's possible. What impact did that have on Chaos Kim? Who's to say? We don't really know. But I'm interested in knowing what you guys think. Do you think it was right that Kim threw all these other creators under the bus? Would you have done the same thing in her shoes to defend yourself? What do you think about Annie and her speaking out against Kim and throwing her under the bus? Do you think she's kind of shady, kind of untrustworthy? I mean, were they ever friends or were they Hollywood friends, I don't know. Give me all your opinions in the comment section down below. If you like my reporting on these skincare dramas, please give me a subscription, put your bell notification on, and definitely like this video. Heck, you can even dislike it because it means the same thing in the algorithm. Like the video, dislike the video, just do one of those things or else you're gonna get really horrible acne this week. Okay guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye.